3 theta formula. Sine of theta plus. Okay, I'm going to tell you two things. One of them is quite interesting. This is the standard way to solve it. So first we will do the really boring way, and then we will look at something slightly more interesting. So if you look at this, so we look at two interesting things. One is a very interesting idea which will quickly get you an answer. The second one is interesting for multiple reasons. So we'll look at both. This is the boring one. So sine A cos B. So sine 2 theta cos theta plus cos 2 theta sin theta. Okay, then 2 sin theta cos theta. So this will become cos square theta. So convert everything to sin theta cos theta. That's it. Okay, and then you have this fellow which is, now I want everything to be in sine square terms, sine terms. So 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Remember, with cos 2 theta there are multiple formulas, no? You can say cos square theta minus sine square theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1. But in this case what I really want is sine square. And what will I do with this fellow? 1 minus sine square. So this is 1 minus sine square into 2 sine theta. So this is going to give me 2 sine theta plus 1 more sine theta, 3 sine theta, and then you're going to get minus 2 sine cube minus 2 sine cube, so minus 4 sine cube theta. So sine 3 theta is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Similarly, you can derive a formula for cos 4 theta. Now the cos 3 theta. So cos 3 theta will turn out to look exactly like this, except sign has been reversed. So put a minus and write it as 3 sine 3 cos minus 4 cos cube, which basically means bring that in reverse. So this will become 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Okay, so this is, anyway, these are important formulas to keep in mind. There is a very, very interesting formula that I would like you to pay attention to learn. Okay, it's a very, I don't know if you probably already know it, but if you don't know it, it's a very nice formula to keep in mind. Do you know how to do tan of A plus B plus C plus D, etc.? S1 minus, so you have sum of S1 basically means tan A plus tan B plus tan C plus tan C plus tan D plus tan E plus and so on. S3 basically means tan A, tan B, tan A, tan B, tan C. If there are tan D, take three terms together. Tan A, tan B, tan C, tan B, tan C, tan D, plus tan A, tan B, tan D, plus and so on, so on, so on. You get the idea? So all possible combinations of three terms. If you have 5, S5, sometimes you may not have 5 things, in which case it will end wherever it stops. Divided by 1 minus S2 plus S4 minus S6 and so on. Okay. So for example, this is a very useful formula for tan. A lot of people know this and it's useful to know it anyway. So tan of A plus B, there are only 2 terms, right? I can't have S3 because I can't take three things together. So that means what will I have? Only S1. What is S1? Tan A plus tan B by 1 minus S2, which is tan A tan B. If you have 3 terms, you will have AB, then you will have BC, then you will have AC. You will have 3 possible combinations. But if you have only 2, there is no problem. You will just have tan A, tan B. By the way, you can make tan 2 theta out of this by writing A equals B, in which case what will happen? 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. Correct? So everybody knows this. Now tan of A plus B plus C, how will it look? S1 will be tan A plus tan B plus tan C. So let us write that down. Tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus 3 terms together is tan A, tan B, tan C. Okay. In fact, let me write it here itself. Minus tan A, tan B, tan C by, now no 5 terms because there aren't 5 things here, by 1 minus 2 terms. 4 terms I don't have, so I don't have to worry about S4. What is S2? 2 terms together, which is tan A tan B plus tan B tan C plus tan C tan A. Is that clear? Now, while this is very common and people do know this, there is another one which is not so commonly used, but it's a very, very useful formula. And the formula is this: sine of A plus B plus C plus whatever, dot, dot, dot. This is not 3 terms. Turns out to be cos A, cos B, cos C, dot, 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 into the numerator of that fellow. S1 minus S3 plus S5 minus and so on. Okay, and cos of A plus B plus C dot 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 is cos of A, cos of B, cos of C, both are cos, into the denominator of this fellow. So do you see why tan becomes that? Because if I divide these two, well, this will cancel out, only that will remain. So obviously that is why that's the tan. Wait a minute, what does this mean? How do I remember this formula? Let us think about that. Sine of A plus B, this is going to tell us is cos A cos B. Maybe this is an interesting way to think about sine of A plus B. Cos A cos B. Can I have an S3 when I have 2 terms? No, right? Into tan A plus tan B. Is that correct? Because if I do cos A cos B into sin A by cos A, the cos will cancel out. So you will end up with sin A cos B. So this is going to give me sin A cos B plus this into this, the cos B will cancel out. So sin B cos A or cos A sin B. Do you see? And if I have cos of A plus B, I have cos A cos B, 1 minus S2. 1 minus S2, what is S2? Tan A tan B. So that means cos A cos B into 1 will give me cos cos, minus tan into cos will give me sin sin. Cos cos minus sin sin. Is the idea first clear of how it works? The great thing with this is, if I want to have sine of A plus B plus C, what is that? Now this is not A equal to B equal to C, nothing. This is just A plus B plus C. How will that look? That look like cos A, cos B, cos C into S1 minus S3. What is S1? Tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus tan A tan B tan C. And if I know this, the good thing is if I try to say sine 3 theta, A equals B equals C, this is what? Cos cube. What will this be? 3 tan. So cos cube into 3 tan. So this is going to give me cos cube theta into 3 tan theta minus tan cube into cos cube is going to give me sin cube theta. Right? But this one, this is a sine by cos. So this is actually cos square into a sine. Cos square I can write it as 1 minus sine square. So if I write it as 1 minus sine square, so 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. You still have to remember that formula because you can't derive all this. But I thought this is a useful way to keep in mind some general idea for sine of a plus b plus c plus d, whatever you feel like. You can expand it like this. Not too many people remember or use this, but it's a useful idea generally. Now this is generally more fun than sitting and doing this, but the next one is extremely useful. This is okay. This is not, I won't say this is fantastic to kind of calculate things. It is not on demand. Whenever you feel like, if you did this thing, you will end up with something like this. If tomorrow I tell you, hey, come up with a formula for sine power 7, this is not going to tell you what to do with sine power 7. Well, you can calculate, oh, maybe all of them are equal, it will be S7. So there is going to be a minus S7, but then all these extra terms to be worried about. Right? So shall we learn the next way to kind of calculate? And this uses complex numbers. So I generally like this because I can't remember too many things well. So therefore I need things to do without too much memory. Okay, so I find that all these trigonometric formulas are just too much for me to remember. So I try to remember as little as possible. So let us come to this one. Basically, you know that e to the power of I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Correct? E to the power of minus I theta will be cos of minus theta. What is cos of minus theta? Cos theta. So this is cos of theta minus I sin theta. But you see, e to the power of minus I theta is 1 by e to the power of I theta. Just happens that it is also equal to this. Okay. So if I call this x, call this 1 by x, what is x plus 1 by x? 2 cos theta. And remember, x is e power I theta. So I've got a nice formula for 2 cos theta. By the way, we can do the same thing for 2 sin theta. We'll do that in a minute, but let us first start by using this. What do you want? You want cos cube? Okay, cube this. You've got cos cube. Well, if you've got cos, how do you cube? How do you find cos cube? Cube. How do you find square? Square it. Okay, let us first square. Suppose I square this, what will I get? 4 cos square theta. You want cos square theta? Square it, you got 4 cos square theta. That means I am squaring x plus 1 by x whole square. What is that? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2. Now what will I do with this fellow? But wait a minute. What is x square? E power 2i theta. What is 1 by x square? E power minus 2i theta. What will be e power 2i theta plus e power minus 2i theta? 2 cos 2 theta. So this is 2 cos 2 theta plus 2 is 4 cos square theta. So that gave us a formula for cos 2 theta. Just cancel out the 2, you're done. Okay, cancel this out, cancel that out, cancel that out. That becomes 2, this becomes 1. So we've got cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Understood? Basically, x square plus 1 by x square gives you 2 cos 2 theta. What do you think will be x power n plus 1 by x power n? 2 cos n theta. I'm hoping that's clear to everybody, right? Because x power n is just e power I n theta, cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Correct? So if I did x power n, let me just write it. X power n is e power I n theta, basically because it's an exponential, so it's very useful. Now don't write now, just think about it first. It should enter into your head, you should be able to use it. You have a video anyway for this, so therefore don't worry. So this is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. 1 by x power n e power minus this is going to give me cos n theta minus I sin n theta. I am only doing everything with cos, but the basic idea is you can do everything with sin with a subtraction. X minus 1 by x will give you 2I sin theta. Okay, but if I add these two fellows, this will cancel out. So 2 cos n theta is going to be x power n plus 1 by x power n, where x is e power I theta. Usually sometimes people use z, but I am just using x. Is the logic of this clear? Why am I focusing so much on x power n plus 1 by x power n? Because whenever you do any kind of squaring, cubing, etc., you will end up with that. And we will see that in a minute. So did everybody understand how we got the formula for cos 2 theta? If you've forgotten, just write this expression, square it, and you've got cos theta, cos 2 theta. You want cos 3 theta formula, let us write that. Take this fellow and cube it. You want cos 3 theta, cube it. You want cos cube theta, cube it. If I cube this, what will I get? 8 cos cube theta. And on that side, what will I get? X plus 1 by x whole cube, which is x cube plus 3 times x square into 1 by x, which is what? X plus 3 times x into 1 by x square, which is 3 by x plus 1 by x cube. Now what about this one and that one? 2 cos 3 theta. So 2 cos 3 theta plus 3 times 2 cos theta. X plus 1 by x is 2 cos theta. So 3 times 2 cos theta. This is 8 cos cube theta. Everything has a multiplied by 2 factor because there was a 2 there. Ideally what I should do is divide the whole thing by 2. But I think it's easier to remember it like this than to divide by 2 and remember. Half of x plus 1 by x is a possibility, but don't do half. Think of it this way. You will find that this is easier. I mean, how more difficult is it to cancel out the factor 2? So anyway, let's cancel out the factor 2. So now you can remember the formula. Cos 3 theta is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. And if you forgot the formula, just write this and expand it and cancel it out. Of course, you do need to remember this, but the point is you are remembering one thing for 2 theta, 3 theta, 4 theta, 5 theta, 25 theta. There's only one formula that you can remember. And it's not even a big formula to remember, just remember e power I theta, e power minus I theta, and you are done. This formula, there is no other option you have to remember. E power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. That if you forgot, well, bad luck. Okay, but I'm assuming that nobody will forget. Okay, it's like almost a definition. So, well, it is the definition. It's not even almost. So far clear? Suppose I wanted cos power 4 theta, power 4. So how will that work? Now I don't know a formula now for power 4, right? But we can directly derive. How much time does it take? 16 cos power 4 theta. You see, whenever you need cos power 4 theta, you can convert it into these forms straight away. You don't need to worry about, oh, let me go remember the formula for cos 4 theta. You can say cos 4 theta is equal to 2 times cos 2 theta, I mean cos of 2 times 2 theta, re-expand and so on. But we can directly do this, x plus 1 by x power 4. What is going to happen? X power 4 and 1 by x power 4, let's combine it together and directly write the answer. Cos 4 theta, anyway there's going to be a 2, right? So I'll just divide by 2 and make this 8. You know that there's going to be a 2. So I'm always taking that 2 in. If there is no 2, then we'll have to worry. But there will be a 2, don't worry. So plus, so we have taken the last 2 terms. How many terms will you get in this expansion?
3, 4.
Ah, no, you don't know the binomial theorem.
No, 6 terms.
Okay, so you will get 5 terms. Okay, remember x plus 1, I mean 2 terms, no? Power 2 will end up with 3 terms. Power 3 will end up with 4 terms. Okay, power 4 will end up with 5 terms. Okay, first and last term fine. Okay, what about the next 2 terms? It's going to be 4 times x power x power 3 into 1 by x. So that's going to be an x square. So it's going to be a 4 times x square plus 1 by x square on the other side. So actually we have taken care of two terms, then we have taken care of the middle two terms. Okay, so x square plus 1 by x square is going to be me what? Cos 2 theta.
Sir, by 2.
I know, but I have already divided by the 2.
No, 4 times.
No, it is 4 times x square plus 1 by x square. X square plus 1 by x square should have been 2 cos 2 theta. I have removed the 2 out. I have already divided by 2. Then comes the middle term which has no pair. Wait a minute, how can it not have a pair? But good, because it's x square
1 by x.
into 1 by x square is just 1. So actually it turns out to be 6 times x square into 1 by x square. So this is plus 6. Now this I have to divide by 2. So therefore this will become a 3. So we have got a formula for cos power 4 and we have also got a formula for cos 4 theta. Now if you feel like rewriting this whole thing, we can say, well, this one I don't like, I want to make everything into cos. You can say, well, this is 2 cos square minus 1. Okay, so this will become 2 cos square means it will become 8 cos square theta minus 4. So minus 4 and 3 will become minus 1. Take it to that side. 1 plus 1 minus 8 cos square theta plus 8 cos power 4 theta. Okay. So, or you can try to combine these two and say, I'll take it as 8 cos square theta into 1 minus cos square, so sine square. So 8 cos square sine square. Okay. So you can keep doing that and simplify and so on. But the basic idea is you can keep converting and finding answers like this. So this is the idea of using complex numbers for trigonometry. We will be using trigonometry for complex numbers, but the real power comes from the fact that you can use complex numbers for trigonometry. Okay, let us do this for sine. How will I do this for sine? I subtract. So x minus 1 by x, x minus 1 by x, this is 1 by x. So x minus 1 by x is what? 2i sine theta. Okay, so now if I want to find sine cube formula, cube it. When you cube it, what will I get? You have to be very careful on that side, because 2 cube is 8, 2 cube is 8, but I cube is minus I. Minus I, that's important. Sine cube theta. Okay, so on this side you are going to get x cube minus 1 by x cube. What is x cube minus 1 by x cube? 2i sine 3 theta. Right? So I have got an x cube minus 1 by x cube done. What about the second term? Plus 3 times.
Minus 1 by x. X minus 1 by x.
By the way, I am not dividing by 2 anywhere here. I am assuming that is clear, right? So 3 times
1 by
x minus 1 by x.
x will be 1 by x minus x.
Oh, sorry. The first term will have a minus. The first term will be a minus. So this is minus 3 times x minus 1 by x. Let's always write it in terms of x minus 1 by x, x square minus 1 by x square, x cube minus 1 by x cube, because then we know that it is 2i times sine n theta. So this one will be into 2i times sine theta. So now I have to cancel out the I. Remember, you're cancelling out the I, but you're not going to cancel out the minus sign. So this I is gone, this I is gone, that I is gone, but the minus sign remains. The 2 can also be cancelled out. That is a 4, but the minus sign remains. So therefore, if I take this to that side, I'll end up with sine 3 theta is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. This is our basic formula. Correct? But if I wanted the formula looking in this direction, we already have it. So if you want sine power n, this is an extremely useful formula to use it for that, finding that. Okay, so we can use this formula to find answers to questions, and you will be able to use that to solve problem 5, 6, etc. So Shall we try? But I'm assuming everybody is clear about this now. What to do with this? The complex numbers. Okay, so let us see. Suppose somebody decides to ask you something like this. Hey, I want to know what is cos theta plus cos, let us say 2 theta plus cos 3 theta. You know, you can also calculate it by multiplying and dividing by sine of common difference by 2. So that trick you know, right? But let us assume that I forgot the trick. Okay, so let us say I want to continue and let's say up to some cos n theta, or maybe n theta, let's say. Okay, if I forgot the trick that I should multiply by sine of theta by 2, I look at this and say, wait, this is actually the real part of e power I theta. So let me try to solve this problem instead. E power I theta plus e power 2 I theta plus e power 3 I theta e power n I theta. This is a GP. Okay, so this one, but this is not the answer to that, right? The real part of this fellow is that. Real parts will remain real parts, so no big problem. So let us say that instead of S, let's call this S plus, actually let us not call this S, let us call this C. So I'll say this is C plus IS. Okay, so what will be the S part here? Sine theta, sine 2 theta. So in fact, we'll find two answers together at the same time. Okay, so what is this? A into 1 minus R power, well, it's e power n I theta, because it's R is actually e power I theta, but the nth term is this, so R power n you need this n term, so it will be fine, by 1 minus e power I theta. Oh my god, how do I divide? There must be some good way to divide. Now let's go back and think about what is this character. What is this character?
Sir, e power I theta minus.
This is 1 minus cos theta minus I sin theta. What is 1 minus cos theta? 2 sine square theta by 2. So now we are using trigonometry to do complex numbers. They come together. Okay, minus, do you see why? The second term is what? 2 minus 2 I sin theta. But minus 2 I sin theta, but do you know what is I sin theta? Not minus 2, minus I sin theta. What is I sin theta? 2 sin theta cos theta. Sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, and there is an I hanging around. So here is the I. But actually it will be a good idea, and if whatever I do for this fellow, I will do it properly. Then for that on top, I will just replace it by n. If I look at this, what do I get? Can I remove the 2 sin theta first? It's common. Okay, so let us get rid of the 2 sin theta and call it outside 2 sin theta by 2 outside. Now this guy looks like e power I theta, except the sign is all messed up. Multiply and divide by I. So why don't I pull out an I? So if I pull out an I, this I comes down, and that's basically by I square. Okay. In fact, let us do something even cleverer. This was 1, no? Why don't we call it I power 4? And then this is minus I, so we can call it I power 3. So take the I cube outside. I cube is minus I, but we will just call it I cube for now. So this is gone. Well, you don't have to do all this, you could have just done it as proper stuff. But look at what is this? E power I theta by 2. So let me write the answer to this side. So basically the denominator is 2 sine theta by 2 minus I, right? So minus I into minus I e power I theta by 2. What do you think about the numerator?
E power 2 n
Everything will be the same. Instead of theta, put n theta. Okay, so that means the numerator is going to have 2 sine n theta by 2 minus I e power I n theta by 2. And there's an e power I theta. There is already an e power I theta. Why am I struggling so hard to bring everything in e power I theta form? Because then that will beautifully come out as cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so now if you see, I can get rid of the minus I. First thing, let's get rid of the minus I. Okay, then let's get rid of the 2. And then there's an e power I theta. This and that will cancel out and become an e power I theta by 2. And it gets added up to that fellow, will become n plus 1 theta by 2. So just replace this whole thing. Clear? So therefore that answer is clear now. How much is that answer? C, what is the C equal to? The real part of this, but this fellow's real part is very easy. Cos of n plus 1 theta by 2. So this is sine n theta by 2 cos of n plus 1 theta by 2 by sine theta by 2. And as a bonus, we also found the sine sum, which will be the same with a sine instead of a cos.
Yes.
No, I say. IS has I, this thing. So just the sine sum will have the sine. That's all. So basically this will have a sine. The I part I'm just cancelling out because this is also IS and this also has an I. So is the idea, basic idea clear? So you can use this idea everywhere, not just in finding out cos cube, sine cube. You can use it whenever you feel like, whenever you want to add up some stuff like this. This of course you already know other tricks to add. So therefore this is just an extra trick. But after a point what will happen is this will become so natural. 1 minus e power I theta and all you can always convert. In fact it's almost clear that this is how it should be. So you will know that, oh okay, I should quickly take out the 2 sine theta by 2. So you will do it almost like a routine. In fact, sometimes people may like to remember. I don't remember, so I don't want to tell you. But if you want to remember, you can write it as minus I. So minus 2i sine theta by 2 e power I theta by 2 is 1 minus e power I theta. That will help you do things faster. Again, one more thing to remember. But if you do have a little bit extra time, you can finish this. But the main point I wanted to keep in mind is that this kind of approach requires conversion into geometry, right? Now, if you had multiplied this whole thing by sine theta by 2, things would have worked out nicely. Yeah, they would have solved the problem. What about now it's a GP. This approach will work.
Yeah,
But that sine theta by 2 won't work so easily.
So, but suppose you had cos cube theta, cos cube 2 theta, cos cube 3 theta,
Then this will work. Cos cube 2 theta. Just put a 3 here. I mean, it won't work directly, but it will work with that extra stuff. You'll have to do a little bit on the cos cube part. Okay, but my point is if you had a by 2 by 3, this is a by 2 by 4, not by 3, by 4 and so on. Isn't this a GP?
Yes.
The common ratio is no longer e power I theta, it is e power I theta by 2. So this is e power ni theta by 2 power n. Now it won't simplify so easily, but you have to do a little bit extra work to write the answer. But the answer is the real part of this. At least you got the answer. Now a little bit more trigonometry is required to solve this. But once you solve this, you can multiply and divide by the conjugate. The worst case scenario is multiply and divide by the conjugate. What is the conjugate for this fellow?
1 plus 1, no, 1 minus e power minus I theta.
Sorry, by 2. Now this one you can find out. That one you'll have to multiply, find the real part. That's all. Okay, this is a little bit extra work, but this is not easy, no? Any other way of doing this will be messy. So the whole point is you can use this complex number approach to solve a lot of these problems. But the main reason I wanted to tell you that is that you can use it to come out with your own identities. I will not use those identities to solve these problems. I will use one or two, but you can also derive them without using them. So you can do everything here without using this complex number. Okay.